Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're on for more of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we did a bunch of mini-games, and I kind of failed a little. I referenced you to 15 minutes onwards in the last episode. And in this episode, we're going to do the Happy Mask training side quest, because in all of the Nintendo 64 versions of the game, there is a bug that stops you from getting an upgrade, and therefore, before we continue progressing, we want to get it done now. Because otherwise, if you're playing the 64 version and you're following along, you're going to be screwed. Hi! Welcome to the Happy Masks shop. We deal in masks that bring happiness to everyone. How would you like to be a happiness salesman? I'll lend you a mask, and then you sell the mask, and then you bring the money back to me. If you want to read the fine print, take a look at the sign right over there. And when I mean right, I mean left, of course. It's my right. You know, I'm facing you. That's kind of the thing. And after you've sold all 4 of the masks, you will become happy yourself. Have faith. So basically the gist is that you have to get a mask, then you have to find the person in the game who wants it, and then you have to say yes during the conversation. They'll take the mask and they'll pay whatever they want, but you have to pay back the Happy Mask salesman for the mask the amount of money that the mask is worth. So for example, we have the Keaton Mask, it's worth 10 rupees. If we get any more or any less, regardless, we're going to have to give him 10 rupees. And you have to repeat that at least 4 times, so that not only we unlock the main prize, but you also unlock another 3 masks that we can just wear for fun and get some funny dialogue from the other characters that I'm not going to do because it's kind of pointless. And not only that, but after you've unlocked the other 4 masks, the 4 masks that you've traded away will be available for you to borrow as well. You can only hold 1, of course, because it overwrites your Zelda's letter, sadly, so you're going to lose her autograph, and we can't get it again because she's just ran away. How convenient, considering that we're about to do this. Anyway, let's begin. You borrowed the Pikachu mask. I mean the Keaton mask, or Kitsune, or Fox mask, I don't know. Wear it with C to show it off. You'll be a popular guy with this mask on. And basically, you want to equip it and talk to people so that you get different dialogue. But some people have the same dialogue for whatever mask you wear. For example, if I put it on now and talk to this woman, she'll always say with a mask, I hate... Well, actually, she normally says, what's your problem? But apparently she says, with the Keaton Mask, I hate foxes. Now, the Keaton Mask is based off of a Kitsune, which is like a Japanese fox in mythology. And, well, that's pretty much all I know. And it looks like a Pikachu. So, you don't need to see me travel. I'm going to cut to where we got to give this to. And I am back in Kakariko Village. This is the first place that we want to go to give our first mask. If you remember, when we were heading up to Death Mountain Trail, we used Zelda's letter to gain access to Death Mountain Trail. And we had to talk to a soldier to do that, and after we did so, he asked if we could get a popular mask for his quote-unquote kid. Now, the funny thing is that this dude doesn't have a kid, and you'll see why. But yes, we want to go talk to the soldier up here, who won't even give us the time of day, unlike the other dude will. But anyway. Wow, nice camera angle. I can't even see the dude. Hi! You think you're in disguise, Mr. Hero? Oh? Is that a key-something character mask? I've heard he's very popular recently. He is my boy's favourite, that key-something mask. If you don't mind, will you sell it to me? And then we say yes, of course. My boy will be very happy with this. You really are, Mr. Hero. And you sold the 10 rupee mask for 15 rupees. You've earned a little profit on that one. Let's go to the mask shop and pay back the mask price of 10 rupees. So if you get a little profit or a little bit ripped off, or if you give the mask away for free, you're still going to have to pay the Happy Mask salesman that money. And once you sell it out, you get a very funny, nice out icon at the back there. But regardless, if you put in an item that you already have equipped with the empty space, it just switches it around, to be perfectly honest. Because if I try to, like, if I get a new mask and then I put it in place of, like, say, I don't know, the slingshot, it will probably just switch around. But the icons wouldn't refresh. I know, it's kind of weird. And the funny thing that I was talking about the soldier that we just gave the Keaton / Pikachu mask to, he never takes it off, and therefore he never gives it to his kid, so it makes you wonder if he's just really immature like me, or yeah. Okay, buddy, here's your mask. I'm sorry if I'm cutting a lot, but that's going to be a thing. You don't want to see me travel left, right, and centre across Hyrule a bunch of times, do you? So whatever. We want to grab the next mask, the Skull Mask. You borrowed a skull mask. Wear it to show it off. You feel like a monster while you wear this mask. And a weird space typo. I don't get why it's there. So, yeah, this is pretty much the gist of it. It's going to be quite boring. That's why I'm cutting out all the travel, and that's why I kind of cut off all my sentences when I come to a fade out. But that seems to be like a good point to make a cut, because it's more clearer that way. You know, like this. So yeah, the next place that we got to go to is actually all the way to Lost Woods, so that means I've got to actually go back to where we started. Some people might actually want to save and quit so it's quicker, just so they start back in their house, and I would do that, but even though I have got a backup file, I prefer not to save, because I'm recording, and you know, I mean, I only save while I'm recording if I'm in a tight spot, but that doesn't normally happen. It could be day or night, so that doesn't matter. But before we give it to the dude in the Lost Woods that we need to give it to, which, well, the only people in the Lost Woods that we could possibly give it to is the Skull Kid, so that's kind of obvious. Well, because Deco Scrubs can't wear the mask, because obviously their heads are way too big for it. Why don't I stop walking backwards? I'll never know. Because I'm facing the wrong way. That's why. We want to actually go get the upgrade I was talking about. Yes, this mask actually is involved in the upgrade that I was talking about earlier on this video, which wouldn't have been that long ago because I've been cutting out a lot of stuff. So, whatever. So I'm slowly freeing up my C buttons here. I'm trying to do that just because I've never done it before and it's kind of fun. But yeah. If I can just align myself to go through, because I'm nowhere near the thing. In fact, I'm... Whoa. Yeah, I was pretty close to that P-hat just a second there, so... Good thing that I went out as a targeting there to try and get out of the way. So if you remember where we planted the second bean in the Lost Woods, that's where we gotta go this time. And this is why I'm not cutting out my travel for this one, because, you know, I could have, but I needed time to explain what I was gonna go for. And you can do it in the day or the night time, it doesn't really matter which. The place I'm going to actually involves only the masks, that's all you really need. So that's a thing, I guess. And of course, if you do miss this thing and you've gone too far ahead in the game and you can't get this upgrade again because you tried later on in the game and it doesn't give it to you, I wouldn't hate you if you cheat for it, to be perfectly honest, because it is a bug in the game and it is a very jerkish one for 100%, so... But I'm not here to encourage cheating, and this music is apparently taboo to my videos. Get the hell out of here. I might actually mute the video. I mean, I'm not really that bothered about, third-party content in much because, you know, I haven't monetized my videos, so that's kind of a thing, but, you know, it kind of annoys me because, like, the last video, well, episode 13, which was 2 days ago from when this is recording, it was perfectly fine, and then 2 days later, I get a third-party content thing. Anyway, you want to run around here, and you would end up in a grotto. Where the hell is it? Please walk into the grotto, please walk, there we go! Basically, regardless of third-party content, it happened like 2 days later, and then my video got marked for it. And then, when I watched the video, it was halfway, it was during when I was doing the Gold Scotillas, and it was pretty much right after I planted the first bean, and I was like, I was already in there for about 3 minutes, why didn't you moan at me then? So, it just really confuses me sometimes. I know that some people have pretty much moaned at this, and hinted saying that, oh, YouTube's going downhill because of all this, because Google's being a douche, but I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying it was kind of weird for me, because I was getting kind of used to it when I was in the Lost Woods anyway. Anyway, getting sidetracked quite a lot. This is the forest stage. Every time you equip a mask, you get mixed reactions. Each mask has a different reaction, and you get different prizes for it, but the main one that we're after is pretty much the skull mask. There is also another upgrades that we can get here, and it's only the upgrades that we're after, so I'm only going to be here twice. One of them requires the skull mask, which is actually the main problem, and is the upgrade you can miss, but another mask will give us an upgrade that we can get any time because it's not bugged. So once these things have started hugging us for quite a while, don't worry, they're not dangerous, don't draw your weapon. I don't know if that does anything, but apparently not, but yeah. All of the young Deku Scrub brothers agree. You look exactly like our sacred forest totem. And, wow, they're stuck in the wall, look at that. As an offering from us, please accept those deco sticks. They will enhance your carrying skills. Abracadabra! Alakazam! The free Pokemon of a chain, and there we go, we can pick up 30 deco sticks, and it also replenishes our carriage. And there we go, now we're pretty much loaded with deco sticks. I mean, need I say more? But this was not actually the upgrade I was thinking of. It was actually... well, okay, never mind. It was the upgrade I was thinking of. I got them mixed up. It's the Deku Nut upgrade that we can permanently miss, not the Deku Stick. And you might be thinking, oh, it's only Deku Nuts then, so it's not really that much of an issue if I miss it, but... yeah. So anyway, I'm going to cut to getting back to the beginning of this area so we don't have to listen to this music so much. Because, you know, issues, but hey... So what I meant was, a different mask is the one that gives us the permanently missable upgrade, and this one isn't the issue. Anyway, with this Skull Kid that we talked to get that piece of heart by playing Saria's song, you want to equip this mask, and then talk to him. Hey, under that mask, aren't you that Kakariko kid? Because he knows us, and he will not initiate this cutscene unless you get the piece of heart, so... I guess that's a requirement. Quite an unusual mask you have there. I like it. It may look a little... It may make me look a bit tougher. I can't talk. Hey, why don't you give it to me? Okay, fine. Yowza, I'm gonna wear this all the time. And he just gave you 10 rupees for this 20 rupee mask. You lost money on that deal. Go back to the mask shop and pay 20 rupees for the mask. The difference will have to come out of your own pocket. And that's why I was talking about the rip-off. I mean, it's all set, so don't think it's random based. It's pretty much just saying, oh, well, this is just a requirement. It's never different, it's never random, but don't worry, the payoff is pretty awesome in both ways. You get the permanently missable upgrade, like I keep mentioning, and you also get, well, something a little bit helpful if you are a little low on money. Let's just say that. It's not like a 200 rupees or anything, so don't worry about that, but it's a lot better. So now I've gone through all that kind of crap and non-stop talking for a good 5 minutes. I'll meet you back at Castle Town. Hey guys, check out what I'm gonna do. Oh no, it's gonna crush me, let me hide. Oh, never mind. I just phased right above it. Whatever. Anyway, I'm back. Let's get to the mask shop. You know, in other situations, that bridge would have squished me if it was a dungeon, because, you know, dungeons are unforgiving. They follow physics. Anyway. Oh, great, you sold it. Please pay me back 20 rupees for the skull mask now. Payment received. And now for the next one, which is the spooky mask of 30 rupees. It's pretty much the face of a re-dead, in case you want to know, which is actually kind of morbid, but it's made of wood, so whatever. You borrowed a spooky mask. Wear it off to show it. You can scare many people with this mask, even though you don't really get any reactions. I mean, if you'd use it again, if Darunia kind of freaked out, that would be hilarious. But sadly that doesn't happen, so let me equip that to my final C button, and look what I said! The Ocarina switched places. That's pretty much what I was saying before. Anyway, I'm gonna cut back to Kakariko Village Graveyard this time, because we've got to give it to that kid. Time for an innuendo. What does this sound like? Yeah, I thought so too. Anyway, no, I don't even know why. I just thought of that up when I was making my way over here. The sure boredom of selling masks. Anyway, buddy, you said you wanted to be great heart pounding. Well, making people scared makes people heart pound. So, here you go. Have a face or read it, I guess. Yeah, it's Dampy the Gravekeeper. Oh, it's just a mask. I get a different kind of fright from that mask than I get from Dampy. Dampy's not that scary, he just has a hooked jaw. Will you give me that mask to me? Go on then. With this mask, I'll be just like Dampy. No, you'll be a raping zombie of the living dead. You sold the 30 rupee mask to a kid for full price, and he didn't mind paying at all. Let's go back to the mask shop to give 30 rupees for the mask. Can you get the new mask? You can get the new mask model too. And on that bombshell, now that I'm around here, I think I should pull this gravestone and blow it open, and I just remembered that I can't do that, so I'll leave it to later. God damn you. I sell you a mask and you still have to tell on me. Well, God, what do you have to do? Seriously, you just walk around pretending to be Dampy. Dampy doesn't even care about you, so whatever. I'm out of here. And I'm back. Okay, notice that I've switched my Ocarina, so maybe I'll be able to get all three buttons undone now. So I can have nothing on them at all. It's just something that I like doing when I'm doing this, but I can never seem to pull it off. And why did I back out of the menu? Excuse me. Yes, I would like to lend a mask. I didn't mean to press B. And the final one, which is actually one of the best masks in Majora's Mask, the Bunny Hood. It's 50 rupees, so it's not a 10 increment increase this time. Notice that we can borrow these ones whenever we want now, because it's his last one, funnily enough. Anyway, Swinging Rabbit Ears. We want to borrow this 50 rupee one, but don't worry about the price, even though it does sound steep and clearly we haven't got enough money. And you might think that people might skimp off of it. No, the challenge is actually finding the dude, because funnily enough, the dude does not appear until you've beaten Jabba Jabba's belly. So therefore you would have actually had to see Zelda and get the Ocarina of Time and the Song of Time and access to Hyrule Castle Town again after Jabba Jabba in order to actually do this entire side quest in the first place. That's why I left it to this point. And the last person that we need to find is... no cut this time, it's Hyrule Field. Now, this is why it's a bit of a doozy. I mean, obviously when I was walking to Kakariko Forest last time, you didn't see anything, but that's because I wasn't exactly following the correct route. What we want to do is go to pretty much the, well, behind Lon Ranch, but in front of Gerudo Valley, but not entirely at Gerudo Valley, more like behind of Lon Ranch, if that makes sense. We want to head in this general direction, and we should see someone in the distance there. I mean, obviously, if this is like any other version, we would be able to see him a lot more clearly. But this is the 64 version, but you can see on the path there is like a messed up, like a figure running away. You can clearly see him now because he's on top of the hill. We want to stay with him, and he will not stop until it becomes night time. Obviously, the sun song is really helpful here. So if we go over this ridge, we should be able to catch up to him. Where's he gone? There he is. Okay, now we want to play the sun song. Either that, or you're going to have to wait until it's night time. That can take a while, depending. But yeah, this dude only appears in Hyrule Field when you've beaten Jabba Jabba, and that kind of tricks people out when they're trying to do this side quest completely early. As early as pretty much when you get the letter, because that's the earliest time you could actually start. So yeah, this dude has certain points of where he will stop running, but it will be only at night time, and he stops roughly around here. So need to equip the mask, and there we go. Got all three buttons ready to be empty. Yeah, I want to speak to him. Oh, hello. I like how the enemies just stop when you're talking to someone. That's just hilarious. It's like it's popping outside the side of the screen. It won't get me. It's like, buddy, I'm talking to someone, you can easily slap us in the face. But, meh, game. The game. That's all I can say, the game. I bet those long ears, you can hear the voices. Oh, those are genuine rabbit ears from the animal of legend. There's a legendary rabbit? I hope I didn't feed it to my dog. I don't care how expensive it is, please sell it to me. And make sure you have quite a low wallet on you, and the giant's wallet preferably. My long life dream, returning to the wildlife. Finally, the actor, the stage, and prop have been united. It's a 50 rupee mask, but he paid you a crazy amount of money for it. More money than you can count. Pretty much, he's filled your wallet to the brim. Go back to the mask shop and pay back just 50 rupees of this money. Watch the number climb. Ow. Ow. You mugs. Get out of here. Thank you. And all my C buttons are empty. Like a mouse. And now, if we just wait until it becomes morning, because I'm not going to take out my Ocarina, even though I should. You know what? I've achieved it. Screw that. I've achieved what I wanted to do, so I'm going to get it out. So when it becomes morning, now that he has the mask, he will disappear after this, by the way. Well, he won't disappear as a kid after this, but when it becomes morning... Zoom! He just runs like a maniac, and the thing is, well, I'm gonna have to, oh no, I can't make him stop. The thing is, though, if you get in front of him while he's running like this, you can actually get knocked over, but I'm not gonna be able to catch up with him at this point, so I'll probably meet him around the bend, and if that's the case, I will cut back, but you don't need to see me travel back to Hyrule Castle Town, so I'm just gonna cut back to when I get back there. But if I do bump into him again, I will show that off. So, I'll be right back. Wouldn't it be hilarious if he hit me right here in my blind spot? Ah, here we go, here we go! Boom! Don't take any damage, but you just get pushed out of the way and flash red. It's awesome. But, yeah, he's running at full pelt and he bumps into Link and he just gets flown. That's what's pretty awesome. I just wanted to show that off if I met him on the way back, which I did. So, cool. Okay, now I'll meet you back at Hyrule Castle Town, which we're pretty much outside of. Or more specifically, in the mask shop. And for the final time this episode, I'm back. No more cutting for me today. God damn it. Oh great, you've sold it. Please pay me back 50 rupees for the bunny hood now. Okay then. Oh yeah. Well, very well done. All the masks are sold out. I knew I could trust you. As a reward, I will lend you this special mask. This is the Mask of Truth. It is a mysterious mask passed down by the Sheikah. Oh, something similar to Impa. With this mask, you can see into other people's minds. It's useful, but scary. Why is it scary? You might find out as you grow older and discover the true meaning of life. Ho 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 ho! You could say that it's an innuendo, but I'm not gonna, because it's very hard to make it one. It sounds like one, but it's not. Well, let's just say I'm not clever enough, okay? Anyway, we borrowed a Mask of Truth that hints that there's more than one, but there isn't. Well, in this game anyway. Wear it off to show it to many people. That's pretty much the main thing, and now you can borrow any mask you want, because as you just noticed right there, 3 new ones have appeared as well. And we can borrow anyone that we want. Make sure you don't... I was just about to warn you about this. He just gives you the same description that he just told you about the Mask of Truth. But as soon as I said that, I pressed the A button like an idiot. And I just did it again. God damn it. Okay. The problem is with that is that you can't press B to skip it. It is unskippable, which is really annoying. Anyway, we got the Gerudo Mask, which only appears in this game. It doesn't make a reappearance in any other game, including Majora's Mask, so it's a unique mask only to this game. Similar to the Wood Mask, the Spooky Mask, and the Skull Mask. But we also have the Zora Mask, and we also have the Goron Mask. No Deco Mask. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much the side quest, but we're not done yet, guys, and I just remembered, so I guess I am going to cut again. We want to go back to the forest stage, where we got the Deco Stick upgrade with the Skull Mask, and this is the permanently missable upgrade. I always get mixed up, I always do, but now you know. So we got to go back there in order to get it. So let me equip my Mask of Truth, and then I'll equip my... Actually, I'll equip that down there, I'll equip that here, and I'll equip that there. And I'll see you guys back at the forest stage. And that is my final cut for this episode, okay? Now, time to get the permanently missable upgrade that I've been talking about this entire episode. Sorry that I got mixed up with a Deco Stick upgrade, but this is definitely the one. And we need the Mask of Truth for this. I love the reaction on this one. It gives you a ding-a-ling-a-ling, but they don't give a reaction, they just cock their heads. Now the funny thing is that if you actually walk towards these ones, they actually go hide and they don't pop up again. But if you walk to the chief, he half hides away, which is kind of funny because he's only a head. Look at that. Look at that, it's so adorable. Oh, it's awesome. And his nose moustache twirls like a propeller when you talk to him like this. It's hilarious. All my young Deku Scrub followers say, you have a horrible face. But they normally give prizes for good faces. The funny thing is that our face is so horrible they're going to give us a prize so that we never come back with this mask. But don't worry, we'll reward you with many Deku Nuts because they're dicks. Of course, we will also enable you to carry more of them. Abracadabra, alakazam. Doesn't really make much sense, but I guess I just want to take our balls away from them. And we can carry up to 40 Deku Nuts. This is the elusive permanently missable upgrade if you're playing any 64 version on the 64. And that's pretty much it. So, in the next episode, guys, we are finally going to go to the Temple of Time. Now, I know that I haven't done anything at night time in Castletown, and there is a few things I can do there at night in Castletown, but I can't do them all at once. And you know what I'm like, I want to get it all done at once, because it just saves time in the long run. So, in the next episode, like I said, we're going to go to the Temple of Time. See you guys then.